And we're only going to have 10 minutes. As you see, that's not what we're going to be playing today. This is a card about Todd Gurley. I don't know, man. I don't really watch much football. I only watch like Cowboys and everything now. There's a team that we're versing, so hopefully we kick off and we can get the ball back in the third quarter. But if we do not, it's okay. But when we play, I am gonna stop talking. Because from today, and if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. I'm not gonna do any edits on my video because I just started.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful
we are kicking
afternoon
off
for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots.
There are 10 minutes in
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start
40 minutes
25.
of this, so it's going to be like 42-ish minutes. My videos are long anyway. Hi, how are you?
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. There goes Jonathan Stewart. He's at the 40. And they finally do
God.
get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big run on the opening drive, and they better watch out for this guy. It's going to be a long game.
Back when I played in our scouting reports getting ready for games, we put stars next to the guys that we thought were the key players on the other side. There should have been 3 or 4 stars next to that guy's name.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
If you can leave a comment saying
now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
Here's Newton. And Gibbs got it. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1 yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
We're going to start this with a big stop. So when we do these, it's really not going to be that good.
They go play action here on first down. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down, New England.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Okay, my main player is...
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. LeGarrette Blunt.
Let's go. Let's go.
The way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt, 50 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The most running back with the most speed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Back to throw, Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Clever defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Offside. Defense.
Number 54, Hightower. Dante Hightower.
Still 3rd down.
I don't get this.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
As you see on the first.
This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Over the middle, it's Amendola. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay, so let's just say we're running with Blunt.
They'll run again with Blunt. And some space here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's brought down. One alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Anybody that's open, I'm going to go for it. Most of the time I'm going to do Gronk, Oderman,
now a play fake here on 1st down.
Whoever's open, circle.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Dude, that has to be fake, man.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch the timing of the receiver.
What, dude? I want to. I'm challenging
even though he caught the ball.
That play.
You know, Charles, I would have liked.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
What?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on what...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Lewis again. We're pretty good at these plays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Lewis. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I told you there's going to be going for it a lot in this game.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
And we get the
touchdown, Patriots.
Okay, good thing it's not on Edelman.
Julian Edelman, 31 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Yard advantage and kick it out of bounds. Because
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
I don't care no more, dude. I'll let them have it all the way over there to the 40, 45, 50.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds.
Okay. I didn't really care. I wanted to give them the yard advantage.
Newton gives off to Stewart, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, that's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On second down, here's Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Stewart is the lone setback. From the 50, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but just try and give it a little bit of help.
A couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Completes it to Dixon. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart taking it in. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let him run it
Okay,
in.
I'm sorry.
Fundamental
with you in the
football.
room. Have I?
Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Dude, dude, if you get a
And he's
million,
got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play run.
I just get mad at
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
If you know someone named
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Brady going to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield and you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake, Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Nate Washington, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. To throw on second down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this match.
Hold up, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, man.
Magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second and 10, Newton again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Panthers haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Inside the 50. Blunt's going to show off his strength, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Patriots go up by 4. Now to early in the second. Pass will be completed over the middle, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown.
As you see this play, they got the touchdown.
Go up by 11. Stewart's going to take off here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Still late of the second. Washington's got the catch coming across the middle, and it's caught for the score. The Patriots push their lead to 11.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Danny Amendola on the return.
As you can see, we did a do was not needed. So I'm not really gonna do it like that play. Oh, I guess
now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On the give, this is their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the...
What the heck happened? What the heck happened?
The ruling on the field stands.
All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays.
Well,
But when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying.
Well, he went down. We got like
The gain
3.
of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We got 4 yards on that thing.
Solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be
Halfback
happy they
drive.
didn't let it
Blunt's
pop
getting
for
the ball.
anything bigger.
He's gonna go out. We're gonna hopefully get the first down.
Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he's
We
going to
don't
get this
get
one
the
down near the
first.
45-yard
got
line. Call it a gain of a
1
yard, and it's
yard.
going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is
When
third
we talk
tackle.
about
He's
Luke
the
Kuechly,
only one to get a
you
tackle.
can't talk about his overall game
Well,
without talking
we
about his
got-
intelligence
we got
and how he
12
controls the
rushes.
whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually
Hopefully we
make
could get it
checks,
through
just like
first
a
down.
quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense.
X
They definitely will
wide
on that
open.
play.
Gronk's
How about
wide
that
open.
finish?
Can't hit him.
Holding that to a minimal gain.
Can't take him down. He's gonna go all the way
There he goes.
and score the TD. Go.
Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 44
Can't take
yards.
him down.
And the Patriots
Can't take
have
Gronk down,
the
people.
lead.
Try to
So
get
on
Gronk. He's
3rd
trying
and
to
medium,
get
they
him.
dial up the
But
pass,
he's
and
one of
it
the
works
strongest
to hit the
and
end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the
It was
NFL
weird
because
this
of how
Seattle
tough it is to
Seahawks.
run the football. But what offenses like to do is still
It's just
show run formations
3-4
to make
pace.
them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Well, he's gonna need. Might as well
Let's
just
field it
throw
a
it
few
out.
yards into the end zone.
Thank
And
you.
no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Well,
Look at the
as you can
offense
see,
now
we
here
have
coming
the
back out on the road for their
TD
first possession
for
of
real.
the second half.
Ah,
They trail
It was
offense
like
first
Dante
time to touch the
Hightower.
ball in
Usually
quarter
Dante
3,
Hightower.
and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't
Ooh,
wait to
the
see
leg.
what they have planned.
Oh, my leg!
Because some teams script to start a half.
I don't know how to do
Other
that.
teams
I
just go,
just
okay,
started this
these are the
YouTube.
sequence of plays we want to run. These things work
Where
well for us.
my brother
And
just
sometimes
fixed-
they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them
Trevino,
early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what
Let's
they
watch
have up their
our
sleeve.
streams.
Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The reception
1,
good for 7.
2.
It's 3rd down.
And there's a
Third down
completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players
Dante
nowadays.
Hightower,
That
you
spot,
know it.
6'4", 6'5",
They're
and
definitely
up.
gonna run down
A
his
lot of
leg.
guys
As
used to
you
be
can see,
basketball
forward and
players.
back.
Somehow
Yeah,
came back
they
to
like
football.
running
That's
the ball
really good for the game of football.
But this play, they could
Get
pick
better
up, I
athleticism,
think. Yeah, they picked up the first down.
coordination, guys who know
It
how
was
to
just,
control
it
their
was
bodies when they
pretty
run their
close
routes.
on
On third
5
down, that's a good job of situational football and
Well, guys,
understanding
we're gonna
where
end
the
the stream right here. I don't want y'all waiting here forever. Peace out.